You know, for those of you who are not creating content on YouTube, you could be creating somewhere else. I mean, you could be a creator. But for many of you who are consumers of YouTube content, the behind the scenes, not many of you get to see that. And it's not as glamorous as you think. There's a lot of work that goes into this. The behind the scenes is real. So what I'm about to share with you, I certainly do not appreciate because I am not a messy person. So anyway, let's get in to the studio. All right, here we go. It's the reveal. Like this is full transparency, folks. I do not like to work in this environment. I do not enjoy this. This is not how I am day to day. I do not keep my desk like this all the time. I do not keep the office like this all the time. But this is what it takes to get some of the work done. Like over here, we have set up. We have this like backdrop because we were doing some product photography and filmmaking. And I mean, it was just like held up by painter's tape. We're going to be thinking about a new system other than this. We have pieces over here of some unboxings that we've done and like the boxes that they've been shipped in over here. It's like everything just has to like happen like so quickly. So you just kind of throw stuff everywhere. I mean, and this is just another box. So over here, I'm working on a project right now on an external graphics card. So putting this together, putting that graphics card in here and kind of building the system out a little bit and modding it. And right now I'm actually doing some tests. So this is like literally the behind the scenes of some things that are going on. And I'm even taking notes. Like I'm seriously taking notes on the back of that advertisement that I got in the mail. This was actually a video that I posted. So I did a review on the Manfrotto camera bag, and like my stuff is just seriously like pulled out because I needed to reorganize it and I just haven't gotten done with that yet. And like that's the graphics card that I opened, did some shots of that, some video of that just for like B-roll and just for our portfolio. And yeah, oh, segue over here. So I had a overhead camera set up over here and I needed a weight, like a counterweight, and I don't have a sandbag, so the segue was perfect. This is actually my notebook, don't know why. Like I said, everything is just, it's everywhere. I do not like this. This bothers me. It bothers me. But this is what it takes, people. This is what it takes. A messy office to get some things done. Not always. You don't always have to have a messy office. You can keep things organized. But I've got a ton of reviews coming out on this channel, and I just have everything. Like, I mean, like even this monitor here. So like, I'm doing a review on this monitor, and I had this setting set up, and then I put it there. So I'm respecting my gear, my tech. Not like I'm just like throwing it around everywhere, but it is kind of like laying everywhere. So this is behind the scenes. You know, there's a lot of these like offices that you see and like, oh, like the minimalist setup, and that's gorgeous, and I love the lighting and the monitor. Yeah, that's actually what it looks like when you're getting the work done. You know, and like when you're in the zone and everything, especially like when you're working from home, because it's really hard to stay focused. You know, the Nest is actually telling me it's time to change my air filter. So now I got to go change the air filter. All right, we might as well just change this thing together. Why don't we get a new air filter in there? It's not like I have to do it right now, but I think that's actually not the first pop-up that I've had from the Nest about changing the air filter. So let's just keep us all happy and healthy and safe. But yeah, I mean, you can really get wrapped up into like the distractions of working from home, because even like, you know, people who you love, like your family, your friends, and like your family lives here, but not your family lives here, my family lives here. But you can have people that are in your home and think like, oh, well, you know, he's around, he's available, he works from home, so he must like be able to just come and go as he pleases. Well, yeah, to a degree, but I'm still trying to get work done. I'm still trying to like execute, take some action, you know, all the things that I'm trying to tell other people to do. And these distractions can come up, not just like things like this around the house. Like I said, I really do have to do a series about it, but like it's really, really hard to allocate like just hours upon hours of time to create. Like when you're juggling multiple things, multiple hustles, sometimes you just have to take it when you can get it. Like just do it when you can do it. Definitely some challenges of recording at home rather than at the studio. The dog. Anyway, I have got to stop this part of the review because I have a meeting to go to that is very important, and people are expecting me to be there. So we'll get there. Boxes. We'll get there, and I will take care of business over there, and then gotta say goodbye to the dog. Goodbye to the dog. Yep, goodbye to the dog. So she appreciates the goodbyes. Anyway, I'll take care of that business and get back to YouTube when I can. It's probably really, really dark in here. All right, so getting the meetings done today. Nothing crazy exciting, but something that I need to pivot to that is outside of creating YouTube videos or podcasts or anything like that. So I've got to get that stuff done. But again, behind the scenes, it's not all glam making these YouTube videos, for sure. So, and it's in dividing your time. Unless you're doing this full time, which it's rare that anybody's doing YouTube full time. They're doing other things. That's my situation right now. It's not like I do this full time. So I have to divide my time, which my calendar looks pretty horrific. Trying to just like take chunks of time to do certain things, and YouTube typically sometimes gets deprioritized, and so yeah, it just kind of diverts my attention. Yet another meeting down, and I have several phone calls I need to make. Then I can actually pivot back to a little bit of creation, just a little bit. But I'm so disappointed. I had this idea. I'm like driving on the road, and I had this like amazing idea that I think anyway, and the person that I wanted to share it with, this individual was not in the office, and I think this could be like really, really good, but yeah, I couldn't share it, and I don't want to just like tell anybody, but maybe I'll just tell you so that you'll know. But I didn't bring a backup SD card, and I think, hold on, yeah, I only have like a minute on this SD card, so like I'll talk really, really fast, and a lot of this actually has to do with like a previous entrepreneurial endeavor that I've had, and I have a lot of experience around it. Like I know what it takes, like I know like what you have to do. So the idea that I wanted to share with this person, because I think they could really do well, is that if you take this model. All right, so losing light fast because I don't want to set those lights up, and the lighting already is terrible in here. Probably a really lame kind of vlog, but I just wanted to give you just a brief behind the scenes. It wasn't like I recorded my entire day, like all the meetings, all the phone calls, all the things that I had to do with trying to do the creative stuff and the other stuff. But I just wanted to say, like, if you're a creator or you're a consumer of the content and not necessarily creating here on YouTube, so for those of you that are not, like I said, it's tough. It's really hard to kind of sit down and just nail everything on the first take. Like the bag review that I did, the Manfrotto bag review, it took me like all day to record, and then, yeah, it was a long video. It was like 20 minutes, but that's not even just like the editing, but just kind of setting everything up. And then I totally botched a couple things, or I wanted to do things a little bit differently. Like that took me like a good chunk of the day, and then to like load everything up into post, like that was just another several hours. So something like that can take like a day or two. And I know that there are some of you out there that are like really, really good at it, and vlogging is something that I do, but these tutorials and reviews and recommendations is like, I used to do them and now I'm getting back into them, and it's harder. So if you're doing that and you're creating, it's tough. I'm with you. I understand. And it's not as easy as it looks at all. So I'm not trying to make an excuse, just trying to give you perspective. And it's not all these like minimalist desk setups and these like awesome lighting setups and like everything looks clean and pristine all the time. Because like when you're in it and when you're in the thick of it and you got to get the work done, it gets messy. And then you clean it up and you start all over again. Speaking of starting all over again, let's just get out. Let's go. Take care of yourselves. Go out there and create. Do something totally amazing. Go do things that matter. And most importantly, go out there and rock some faces, people. Rock them right off. And I don't know when the next one will be. It'll be soon. I've got to get to all of these pieces of tech that are coming out on the channel and more vlogs, so stay tuned for that. Be sure to subscribe if you're interested. And I just appreciate you sticking with me through this one because this one was kind of like a lame one. But again, it's a behind the scenes. All right. Take care, everyone. We'll catch you on the next one.